I'm trying to build a position in Bitcoin and Tesla. I have 5K that I'm willing to invest every month. You always say that if you're patient and you're willing to go hard and there is a fire in the building, I don't know if I should invest all of the money I'm willing to spend every month or spend half of it and keep money waiting. I just don't know when it is time to go heavy. Tesla at 230 seems like a no-brainer. And I know you spent 1/10 of your cash position at 220. Whoops. Yep. Can you tell me how you would think about this? I already have the IA suite. Happy to use that. But it's also crazy how the Tesla on DCAS is always flashing 2x buys every week these days, even on buy less. Thank you. I'm 27, if that helps in decision making. Well, that's awesome. You're so young. That's fantastic. And the fact that you're doing this now and you understand all of this stuff means you're going to go very far over the next 23 years. By the time you're 50, you're going to be absolutely loaded. So congratulations on that. Love it when young people invest. Love it so much. Okay, let's get into, first of all, this is how I say timing is everything in the markets. And as we know, DCA wins on average, but blue wins if you can score those moments when things are completely oversold. So if you are not in a position to determine when things are completely oversold, just DCA. If you are with the tools you have, like IDSS, you can. So let's look at DCAS first. It is the safe way, but always keep on cash on hand for those glorious dips, as I call them. And mean reversion dips is when I deploy hard. We'll look at the chart that shows you this in a second. But this is DCAS, and it shows you what you could do with Tesla over time. You'll see here the big red section there is what we call the squeeze. When there's a squeeze upwards, DCAS keeps you out of buying because it doesn't want to make you buy stuff that's expensive. DCAS is designed to, in a data science way, analyze when things are getting overheated, overinflated. You don't buy on those runs upwards. You wait for mean reversion. And as it mean reverts, then you start layering in slowly. And the more it mean reverts, the harder you get, because we ultimately know Tesla will go back to all-time highs, which is like 490, 495, $500, call it. The green above the line is kind of like bull market-y type situations. You nibble there. But now you can see the red is under the middle line, which means it's like a bear market situation, which means you layer in harder. That's why you're seeing a lot of 2x flags. Now, if you had used DCA versus DCAS, DCA, you'd have 420 shares. DCS, you'd have nearly 1,200 shares. You have 3x the number of shares. You would have spent 31,000, 32,000, whatever, 31.5 on DCA, and you would have spent 73K on DCAS. But your ROI is 250% versus 320%, which is a lot higher. So basically, you'd have a $340,000 bag for 73K using DCAS. And yes, you would have bought a little bit more, but you'd have a lot more return on investment and a lot bigger bag too. DCA, you'd have a $126,000 bag for 32K. And that's the rough math of that. But the most important thing, though, is the question is when to lump sum versus DCA. And the answer is here, okay? This is my Bible. And you'll notice when things happen on a big negative standard deviation hit, I deploy really hard. Like I'll do a tiny little DCA nibble at say 350, tiny. When I see something like this kill zone happen at 220, I do 50 times that size, 50 times the actual deployment. Remember that. People don't understand layers, but the more it falls, the harder you go. Nibble at 350 and you 50x that buy at 220. And the reason I do that is because of mean reversion. You can see here the $106 kill zone. That was a glorious time. I did something I never do then, and that is buying out of the money calls, which just converted, by the way. I was buying the $150 calls for nothing, and they just converted into stock. And that was years ago. That was late 2022. Then the $140 kill zone, you can see there, another glorious time. We actually had many times down in this lovely area, 160s to 140s, hit 135, I think, at one stage. Fantastic time. And then most recently, the 220 kill zone right there in mean reversion. That's what we had last week or 10 days ago or so. That's what I use. And that is when I go hard into what I call the blues. This is when you lump sum. All right. So you have the tools, wait for those big mean reversion dips, say 2 standard deviations, 1.6 or so, and then you go hard. Okay. You take whatever cash you have and you deploy, and then get back to your DCA over time. And that way you bank most. So that's like DCAS on steroids squared when you add in the lump sum factor too. Hope that helps.